I ain't used to all this stuff. Okay, so let's see. I'm winging it. Like, I had like all this stuff written down, like blah 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 blah. And I was like, you know what? I'm going to talk about what people I think want to hear, what people are tired of, what shit, excuse my language, needs to happen. One, I think between the ages of 13 and 18, those kids need more attention than anybody in this world right now. Our next generation is what's going to be making this world. And from what other kids are learning at home when we have no control, we don't know what their parents are doing. We don't know what they're learning on YouTube. My 3-year-old's watching all kinds of crap on YouTube, and God forbid, so everywhere is teaching our kids. Everywhere. So it shouldn't be an age limit like, oh, they're too young to learn that. Bullshit. Nobody else thinks of that. Nobody else thinks about that when they're going to school and their little friends are talking about what their parents did or what they've seen, because I've heard my nephews and stuff talk about what her mom does when she shouldn't even be seeing that shit, Like, it's that stuff that really corrupts those kids. And it shouldn't be happening. And I think we should have a lot of control of that, And I think a lot of parents, I know times have changed so much. When I was growing up, some of the crap that kids do these days, my ass would be grass, man. Like, I would know better. And everybody is so worried about convenience, and what everybody else thinks of the kind of mother they are. I did it just because I didn't want people to think I was a bad mom, but really, I didn't care. I didn't care two craps about my kids, my blood. As long as they had a babysitter and I had my dope, I was fine. I was so fine. And you know what? Then I'd have Tom or this lady watching my kids so I could go get my stuff, not worrying if they're a child molester, not worried if they're going to touch my kids while I'm out getting something good, and then having my kids deal with this problem for the rest of their life because I messed up. If it wasn't for my kids' dads taking my children, they wouldn't have had a chance when they grew up, because you know what? They'd actually probably be dead because of me. So to be able to live with that, you got to ask yourself, would you rather live with yourself knowing that somebody good took your kids away from you and taught them and brought them up for the right things? Because we're not all there in addiction. We ain't all there, but everybody else knows we ain't there, and they ain't doing a damn thing about it. They just want to knock us down and talk bad about us. But they sure as hell ain't jumping in and saying, oh, she drives high with her kids in the car, but we ain't going to do nothing about it. I would be mad if somebody did that. But I'm also going to be mad if my friend don't give me half their dope. It's the stupid stuff that we think about that we don't think about that's the most important. Because we're sick. We are sick. And I can't push it enough, because I just recently, the cops came and got me on Saturday because I missed a child support hearing. My 5-year-old cried for 3 hours. They don't even think about what that's going to do to those kids. That's going to traumatize her, because no kid wants to see their parent get locked up in cuffs. And just like those kids that found their parents overdose. We don't even think about what our kids are facing when they go to school, not knowing if they're going to go home and eat, not knowing if they're going to go home and who all is going to be at their house, if anybody at all. Is my mom going to be sick? Is she going to be in a bad mood? Is she going to hate me this day? Is, Joe and Schmo and everybody else going to be there, and it's going to be a big party, and they're, putting these needles in their arms, and they don't understand what's going on. And then I had a 3-year-old daughter that I didn't think watched me. I didn't think she knew what was going on. But I let her have one of those Tylenol things that they give us. And I let her play with it and shoot water in the bathtub. And you know what she did? She put it to her arm. I couldn't believe it. I was like, she's 3. She doesn't get it. And that's what we think. We think that they're too young. They ain't gonna know. My son got to the point where I'd be waiting for Mexicans. The whole Mexican time. I'll be there in 5 minutes, and half hour. All that stupid. So I'd take my son with me. It got to the point where he wouldn't even ride in the car with me no more. He was so scared. And then the bathroom became a scary spot for them. They knew that when I was going in that bathroom, I was coming out a monster. And their hands would be under the door. Mommy, come out. Just wanting my attention. And I would do anything for them to just leave me the hell alone. That's how I thought about it. I was a piece of shit mom. To be honest, I really was. And it takes a lot to say that. And I'll be damned if what I say and what I can do and what attention I can grab will get somebody to just say something and make them want to do something different. And that's all I want to do. I want to work with kids. I want to, I'm not conceited, but I'm going to use this to get attention, whether it be a bunch of men, whether it be women, whether it be anybody. I don't care. I am really trying to work on this, okay? I'm trying to be a good person and stop cussing, and it's really hard after you've done this for so long. All the negative that you do, all the rules you break, all the lies. It is a job to try to do the right thing. Every day it's hard to do the right thing. And I'm not perfect. I'm never gonna be perfect. I don't know if any of you guys have heard that starfish. It was a starfish story, and it stuck with me. But this little boy was at this beach, and all these starfish came out on the beach, and he was just taking them, throwing them all back in the ocean. And this old man